It's now time for a special KBRF Radio Sports streaming video presentation. Today's game is proudly brought to you by Nelson Auto Center and your Nelson starting lineups. Quality Toyota and your Quality Toyota player of the game. Park Region Telephone and your Park Region scoreboard. Lake Region Healthcare and your Lake Region Healthcare timeout. Minnesota Motor Company and your Minnesota Motor Company halftime show. Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy Incorporated. Fergus Falls Monument. Otter Tail Coaches, American Federal Bank of Fergus Falls, Running Stitches Embroidery, Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's, FM Bank, The Viking Cafe, Service Food, Ugstead Plumbing and Heating, Splash Express, and by the American Legion Post number 30. Now let's head out for the pregame.
Hey, good evening, everybody. It's time for some Otter Tiger football tonight as the Otters travel down I-94 through St. Cloud across Highway 95 to Princeton to take on the Princeton Tigers. Otters 4-0 on the season. They opened up with a 21-13 win over Wilmer, then beat Detroit Lakes up in DL at Moberg Field 28-14, and then a win over Becker 28-7, and then last week a win over Zimmerman 27-16. I'll talk to head coach Chris Grabowska in our pregame show. We'll talk about that one. We'll preview the Tigers here as well. A great night for football, though. We've had beautiful weather so far this year, and we're situated here in the visitors press box. Visitor stands across the field, and the Tigers right now, they are 0-4 on the season. This is a Section 8 4A game. They lost to Hutchinson 20-7 to open the season, then to Zimmerman 34-9, lost to Detroit Lakes 19-12, and then lost to Becker last week 20-12. We'll continue with our pregame show after this break. When we come back, we'll hear from head coach Chris Grabowska.
Chevy Truck Month is back at Minnesota Motor Company in Fergus Falls. To celebrate, customers can take advantage of finance offers like 2.9% APR, price reductions, trade assistance, customer cash, and more. Contact the sales team for information and visit the Minnesota Motor Company website to view their impressive inventory. Together, let's drive. Minnesota Motor. South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Ugstead Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Ugstead Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls and Breckenridge. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance? Trust Alicia Helgeson at FM Bank in Fergus Falls. With expert guidance and local know-how, she makes the mortgage process smooth and stress-free. Call Alicia or apply online at mybankfm.com today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
Streaming on the KBRF Sports channel on YouTube and also on the Fergus Falls Now app. I'm joined by Chris Grabowska, head coach of the Otters. And Chris, boy, last week, homecoming, a nice win over a team we haven't seen before, the Zimmerman Thunder. But talk about that one and just the way to cap off a great homecoming week.
Yeah, you know, I thought Zimmerman was a really good team. Definitely, I thought they had a lot of nice players. Their line was really good. We thought they looked good on film, but they were even better in person. And they have a couple their quarterback was probably the best we've seen this year. And, you know, just a tough, hard-fought game. We had to make plays to win that game. So, you know, it was a well-fought game and a good win for us.
Yeah, and, just Caleb Fronick gets that fumble recovery early in the game, and we score right away. They come back and kick a field goal and then score a touchdown. It's 14-10 at the half. And then a big interception by Jeremiah Daniels right at the half.
Yeah, we created a lot of turnovers last week, and our defense did a really good job of putting our offense in good field position because, it was as many people saw at last week's game, it was tough running the ball against those guys, and we had to go to the pass game a little bit more. And so credit to our defense for getting the ball back into our offense's hands and putting us in good field position.
Yeah, we want to talk about a couple other things before we get on to talk about Princeton, but that catch by Isaiah Holmes, it kind of went viral, didn't it? It was a great play, and Pee Wee threw it, a place where the defense couldn't get it, but and our receivers have done a great job, and to be able to pass against a team that shuts down the run was huge. But talk about that play by Isaiah.
Yeah, those are kind of, you don't really see that too often in high school football or maybe even at any level of football, but it's kind of crazy because that's the kind of plays you expect Isaiah to make. He's that kind of a player, and it was fun watching him make that catch, and Pee Wee put it where only he could catch it and put it up. He lets his receivers make plays, so that's just really nice to see out of a young quarterback, just getting the ball to an area where they can make plays, and Isaiah made an unbelievable catch.
We've talked about how well our defense have played, but our offense came to play too. But a nice win, but now a different type of team we haven't played. Princeton Tigers 8-4A. It's a big section game too, but talk about the Tigers.
Yep, Princeton Tigers, a lot like DGF Rebels.
The field even looks the same.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, some grass, some crooked lines here I'm looking at. But anyways, yeah, they're a wishbone team. They do run a little bit of wildcat. They do have a couple of spread formations where they get in 3-by-1 sets. So, we just got to be ready to get lined up. We got a plan to shut down their run game. I think if we shut down their run game, we really like our chances tonight. But yeah, it's a section game, and we talked to our kids all week. We
our circle that we could win games, but now people expect you to win. So that's a different challenge for us tonight, and we just have been talking all week about challenge our kids to meet those expectations now. So tonight I think they're really focused, they're ready to go, and yeah, we got to be able to shut down their run game.
When a team gets undefeated like this, too, but coaching-wise, too, you say they're really focused. That's huge either. It's too because you still got to play every down.
Yep. You got to. It's one play at a time in a game like football, any sport really, but football is especially. You get one play, and you just got to focus on winning that down, getting lined up, execute your assignment, win the down, do it again.
All right, Chris. It's another great night for football, isn't it?
It is. It's beautiful out.
All right, Chris Grabowski, head coach of the Otters. We'll come back after this break. You're listening to the pregame show and also viewing on KBRF Sports YouTube channel and the Fergus Now app.
What's your number?
I drove 113 miles.
And I drove 124 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Lake Region Healthcare is proud to be trusted and recommended by parents and coaches, athletes, and families. Keeping healthcare close to home for local athletes and all their fans. Find us online at lrhc.org.
At American Federal Bank, they're proud sponsors of local high school athletics. From Friday night lights to buzzer-beating shots, these students inspire us all. Just like them, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community, one play at a time. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls and Grand Forks is your shopping stop for America's 3 favorite truck brands, Ford, Ram, and GMC. Whether you're towing, hauling, or just enjoying the open road, we have a truck for you. Half, 3/4, and 1 ton. There's a truck for every job. Stop and visit or shop any of our stores at NelsonAutoCenter.com. Nelson Auto Center, Fergus Falls and Grand Forks.
All right, we are back. It's time for our Nelson Auto Center starting lineups, brought to you by Nelson Auto Center, Highway 210 West in Fergus Falls. For the Fergus Falls Otters, they'll start like this. At 1 wideout will be number 5, Micah Johnson. He's joined by Trenton Juilliard and also by Mason Oland and Jeremiah Daniels. Also, for the Otters, starting at quarterback will be Eston Bethel. In the backfield will be Caleb Froning. And up front for the Otters, it will be Nolan Field, Reed Ellert, Jackson Conklin, Paulo Carrillo, and Max Brunn. And so the Otters looking to get back to the action here and try to keep this undefeated streak alive. It's now time for our Viking Cafe keys to the game, brought to you by the Viking Cafe. And right now, the Otters on the road. They got a 2-hour and 10-minute bus ride. It's getting those bus legs out, but it's, as Chris Grabowska said, you got to play every down, every series. Otters have had success this year, but Princeton will come to play here tonight on their home field. The other thing, too, is defensively is be able to stop the Princeton running game. They'll put the ball on the ground a ton. The other thing is for the offense to continue to have that good flexibility with their offense in the passing game and the running game. So they've done well this year. Their defense forced 4 turnovers last week, and that was huge for Fergus Falls in that one. So it was a great win for the Otters. So looking forward to this one. Those are your Viking Cafe keys to the game. During our broadcast, we will have our Minnesota Motor halftime show, and also during our broadcast, during our post-game show, we'll name our Quality Toyota Quality Player of the Game, which is brought to you by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. So great night for football, and looking forward to this one. Again, a team that we have not played, I don't know, maybe in our history, or it's been a long time. And this football field was built in 1964. My dad played for Cambridge under Coach George Larson. That's going back a lot of years, late 40s, early 50s. They played down by the river, by the Rum River. On a side note, I was talking to head coach Grabowska and proceeded to walk through the end zone and talk to head coach or assistant coach Steve King. And I'm on my way over to the entrance of the stadium, and I stepped right in the pole vault where you place the pole, and it was full of water. And I wiped out, and my pants are wet, my shoes and socks are wet, but I'm thankful it's not a typical September night where it's, 45 degrees. So those things do happen. Not going to worry about it. And so we're looking forward to the start of this game. And again, the Otters looking to go 4-0 on the season, or 5-0, pardon me. But again, you got to play every down. Tigers are out at midfield, and we'll see if the Otters looks like the Otters probably lost the toss and are going to kick because I had some intel on that. If the Otters were to win the toss tonight instead of deferring, they wanted the ball first. But Josh Horgan, who's done a great job kicking, will place the ball at the 40-yard line. He's had a couple of touchbacks this year. Josh coming off the soccer team and doing a great job here for the Otters in the kicking department. He's only missed one extra point all year. Don't forget about the Coaches Show tomorrow morning with Craig Olson on AM 1250 KBRF. And Craig will have Fergus Falls area and area coaches from the various fall sports, also community college as well. And so a fun time at that. Here come the Tigers. A little harder to see the numbers here. And from my vantage point, to look at the end zone that direction, I have to look through a window and a couple of sections of fence, as that's where the steps are that go up top here. So Horgan will kick it off. Kind of a decent kick there. Fielded by the Tigers at about the 25. They carry it out towards the 30. And on the kick coverage, Princeton will take over. 1st and 10. They'll take over 1st and 10, and looks like the ball is going to be spotted. You know, it gets so on the 31-yard line. So with the turf and the vantage point at the Fergus Stadium, you really get a great look. But it's a nice press box here, visitor's press box. And this used to be the home side, I understand. And talking to one of the production fellas here for the Princeton broadcast, the home team has a look into the sun. Here we go, full house backfield. And a run up the middle. Good job by the Otter interior defense there. See the ball carrier here is for the Tigers. It is number 23. And that's Nolan Cracker. So Cracker, the ball carrier, here for the Tigers to start out this football game. Gain about a yard on the play. Being up 2nd down and 9. Full house backfield. Handoff. So the tailback right side. He breaks the run here over midfield. Let's see if Wasdorp can catch him. Finally, Caleb Froning runs down the ball carrier. And getting used. Colton Johnston, the ball carrier, with a big pickup. Original line of scrimmage was about the 31-yard line. That's a big pickup and a big first down. So Colton Johnston on the carry takes it down to the Otter 10-yard line. A 60-yard run. Handoff left side, running left side over left tackle. Some heavy hitting out there. So Johnston with a 60-yard pickup. And that was Hoppy, the ball carrier. 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line. Or 7-yard line, pardon me. So a gain of 3 on the play that time for Hoppy. So a big play there by Johnston on a big run. Or Colton Johnson, where's number 2? Double tight end. We're going to see that formation a lot. Snap. Quarterback keeper. Left side. Ball carrier number 12, Joshua Christopher. And let's see here. Moves the ball ahead a couple of yards. Going to be, pardon me, that was Hoppy on the keeper. So that'll bring up 3rd down. The Otters need a stop here on 3rd down. They're 3rd and goal to go at the 7-yard line. Here come the Tigers to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback, Drew Jolson. Handoff. Right side. Running towards the end zone and in for the touchdown is number 2, Colton Johnson. A 2-yard touchdown run by Colton Johnson. And the Princeton Tigers are on the board. A 2-yard TD run by number 2, Colton Johnson. And On attempt the extra point, number 3, the kicker, it's John Vela Deseo. So the Tigers go 69 yards to start out the game. And the extra point is for the upright, and it's good. And Princeton leads it 7-0 on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. We'll take a break and come back with a kickoff. You're listening to Otter Football on KJ Country 96.5 FM. Also streaming on the KBRF Sports YouTube channel and the Fergus Now app.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls and Grand Forks is your shopping stop for America's 3 favorite truck brands, Ford, Ram, and GMC. Whether you're towing, hauling, or just enjoying the open road, we have a truck for you. Half, 3/4, and 1 ton, there's a truck for every job. Stop and visit or shop any of our stores at NelsonAutoCenter.com. Nelson Auto Center, Fergus Falls and Grand Forks.
Here we're back here. The Tigers go 69 yards, scoring a 2-yard run by Colton Johnson. Extra point is good. And the Otters are deep to receive. It'll be Isaiah Holmes and Caleb Froning. Valadicio will do the kicking here. Oh, that's a different kickoff, man. My bad there. It's going to be Luca Miller on the kickoff. He'll put it in to play here, kind of a low kick. It's going to be picked up there by Avius Fulalov, and Avius will take it out. There's a flag thrown, and see what the call. It came from the backside, the defensive side. Could be a face mask. We shall see, but the ball is carried out to about the 41-yard line. So Fulalov with the return. We'll see what the call is going to be. Moving it 15 yards, so possibly a face mask. We'll see what the call is here. So that'll put the Otters with great field position to start the ball's at the Tiger 49-yard line. Hand off, Caleb Froning, left side with some running room. Caleb at the 30, 35. He's run out of bounds. Original line of scrimmage was the 49, and Caleb moved it left side. That's a first down for Fergus Falls. And a good start on the first play from scrimmage for the Otters. See where the ball is spotted. It's spotted at the 30-yard line. So a nice run there for Froning. Handoff. Isaiah Holmes cuts back, stays on his feet, still going. Holmes, first down yardage, he might go. Isaiah Holmes from the 30-yard line all the way down to the 10. A 20-yard run there for Isaiah and another Otter first down. So the run for Froning was a 19-yard pickup, and Isaiah Holmes with about a 20-yard pickup. There is a flag on the play. Holding defense, that's a 10-yard penalty or half the distance to the goal line. So they'll move the football deep into Princeton territory down to the 5-yard line. So first and goal at the 5-yard line. Otters will break the huddle. Eston Bethel, the quarterback in the backfield, is Freddie Talaga and also Froning. Talaga gets the football, right side, running hard. It's going to be stopped short of the first down. We'll see what the forward progress does give Talaga. Original line of scrimmage was the 5. And move the football maybe a yard forward, probably down to the 4. So pickup of a yard. So second and goal to goal at the 4-yard line. Otters are going to break the huddle. Holmes to the far sideline with Micah Johnson. Near side is Parker Tilke. Quarterback keeper, Eston Bethel. We have a flag. We have a flag thrown by the back judge. So Bethel scores from 4 yards out, but there is a flag. And that's going to be holding against the Otters. You can see that flag come in there. And so holding penalty on the Otters. That'll move the football back 10 yards. So it'll go from the 5 back to the 15. So it'll be 2nd and goal to go at the 15 now. See if the Otters go to the air here. Isaiah Holmes had that highlight reel catch against Zimmerman last week. 7-0 Princeton. Otters knocking on the door here. Hand off Caleb Froning, left side. He's going to be brought down. Good job defensive there by Carson Pruitt in on the stop. That's 3rd down, a big 3rd down here for the Otters. They're definitely in 4-down territory here. And let's see where the football is spotted here. If it's gain of about a yard on the play that time. 3rd down and goal to go at the 14-yard line. The Otters called for a holding penalty. Parker Tilke comes off, and Talaga comes back in, and Eston Bethel gets the play from the sideline. When I say Pee-wee, we're talking about Eston Bethel. He's most known for the name Pee-wee. He's a sophomore. He's a good one. Bethel rolling across his body to the left side toward the end zone. Mason Olin, incomplete. A good defensive play. An incomplete pass, and it'll bring up 4th down. So it'll be 4th and goal to go now at the 14-yard line. Good coverage that time by the Tigers, as Bethel has been very successful rolling to his left. Kind of RPOs most of the time. Kind of in the recipe this year for Fergus Falls. And a timeout taken here by the Otters. This timeout brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare. We'll come back with more. Otters faced with a 4th down situation.
Lake Region Healthcare is proud to be trusted and recommended by parents and coaches, athletes, and families. Keeping healthcare close to home for local athletes and all their fans. Find us online at lrhc.org.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
At American Federal Bank, they're proud sponsors of local high school athletics. From Friday night lights to buzzer-beating shots, these students inspire us all. Just like them, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community, one play at a time. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Here we're back following the timeout brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare. Otters now 4th and goal to go at the 14-yard line following that holding penalty. Bethel back to pass, rolling to his right. Has a man open. Caught! Parker Tilke, touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown pass, that time from Bethel to Tilke. And the Otters now are bringing their extra point team on, trying to tie this game up. Rolling to his right, Tilke catching that football and making the play. So a 14-yard TD pass. And the Otters again now going for the extra point. Trenton Juilliard is the holder. First touchdown catch of the year for Parker Tilke. He missed the first 3 games with an injury. Was back last week against Zimmerman. Snaps down, kick is up, and Horrigan through the uprights. 7-7 is our score. 49-yard drive for the Otters. We'll go back with a kickoff after this break.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls and Breckenridge. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls and Grand Forks is your shopping stop for America's 3 favorite truck brands, Ford, Ram, and GMC. Whether you're towing, hauling, or just enjoying the open road, we have a truck for you. Half, 3/4, and 1 ton. There's a truck for every job. Stop and visit or shop any of our stores at NelsonAutoCenter.com. Nelson Auto Center, Fergus Falls and Grand Forks.
Welcome back to Princeton. The Otters tied up They go 49 yards, and it is a 14-yard touchdown pass from Pee Wee Eston Bethel to Parker Tilkey. Extra point by Horgan is good, and Horgan will kick off here to start this next series, defensive series for the Otters. Horgan, solid kick there, fielded by the Tigers. Out to the 20, now the 25, 30, running room. Oh, boy, there's a flag thrown, though, at midfield. There goes number 12, Joshua Christopher. He's brought down finally, but there was a flag thrown. There is a flag on the play, so hold your horses here, folks. It was a dandy return there by the Tigers. And they're going to bring it back, though. Holding on the Tigers. The holding call, they'll move the football back. Good group of fans here coming down I-94 across St. Cloud from Fergus Falls, and the Princeton stands are full. There's people standing on the sidelines. They got a big student section here, all in black tonight. We're in black. So the football spotted at the 31. The Princeton Tigers started their own 31. 6:53 left to go in the first quarter. 7-7 is our score here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Princeton was able to run the football at will last time. We'll see if any adjustments the Otters make. 2 men in the backfield is Colton Johnson, number 18, Hoppy. Handoff goes to Johnson, right side. Stuffed there at the line of scrimmage. Good job by the Otters defensively. Froning on the stop, along with Butler, I believe. Good to have Butler out there as well. So no gain on the play that time for Colton Johnson. He has the touchdown, the lone touchdown for the Tigers. He had a 60-yard run that set up that touchdown run. A lot of double tight end. We see this. We've played DGF the last years and kind of have an I formation. Handoff, kind of a crossbuck, and a good play in the backfield by Nolan Field, and he's excited as well. Good job there by Field. And the ball carrier that time, you see Nolan Field with the hit. He gets up and a little bit of Iron Man. Hoppy with the carry, loss about 3 on the play. Brings up third down and about 13 to go here for the Tigers. Otters with 4 down linemen here, prepared against this running team of the Princeton Tigers. I formation. Handoff, or kind of a keeper that time, a rollout to the right side, and a completion. See who caught that one. It's hard to see those. Yetzer with the reception. Julesen with a nice pass. It was kind of a dive, a little play action. Get him about 6 on the play. And that brings up 4th down, and the punt unit will come on for the Tigers. And Isaiah Holmes, who had a big game last week, he had an interception, a couple touchdown catches, stands at about his own 27 or 28-yard line. So let's see if the Otters can get some decent. Punt is blocked! Avius Fullilove! He jumps on it. Fullilove with a block punt. Wow, how about that? Fullilove is in the backfield. Otters are going to get great field position here. There's the block punt by Fullilove, and he pounces on his own ball there. And the Otters are going to take over now. 1st and 10. Deep in Tiger territory. So Fullilove is in the backfield with a block punt. Otters take over 1st and 10 on the 12-yard line here of the Tigers. Handoff, Froning, right side, Froning, in for the touchdown. Froning in for the touchdown. The moving company does a great job up front. A 12-yard TD run by Froning takes the handoff, goes over right center, and he's got all kinds of green in front of him. And Froning in for a 12-yard touchdown run. So a good job that time by Froning and the guys up front. And Horgan on to attempt the extra point, trying to make it 14-7. And a one-play 12-yard drive following that block punt. Snap from center. Drew Laird gets it down. Kick is through the upright, and it's good. The Otters take the lead 14-7 on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. We'll come back with a kickoff. You're listening to Otter Football on KG Country 96.5 FM, streaming also on the Fergus Now app and on the KBRF Sports YouTube channel.
Chevy Truck Month is back at Minnesota Motor Company in Fergus Falls. To celebrate, customers can take advantage of finance offers like 2.9% APR, price reductions, trade assistance, customer cash, and more. Contact the sales team for information and visit the Minnesota Motor Company website to view their impressive inventory. Together, let's drive. Minnesota Motor. South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
We're back here. Caleb Froning goes 12 yards for the score. He has 3 carries, 32 yards now. Following that block punt by Avius Fullalove, and Fullalove recovered it at the 12-yard line. And Froning goes in from 12 yards out. Good job up front by the Otters, the moving company. Horgan will kick it off here. Tigers have had some good returns. Low kick this time. Picked up by Princeton. And better kick coverage that time. Avius Fullalove in on the stop. And so Princeton will take over 1st and 10. Otters lead at 14-7. Again, we'll have our Minnesota Motor halftime show coming up. Stats from the first half. And a great night for football. Friday, September 26th. Can you believe that? So the Tigers will take over at their own 24-yard line. We have 4:22 to play in the first quarter. Full house backfield, but they will split out a couple of players to the near side. Draws Riley Wasdorp over on the coverage. Back to pass. No, it's going to be a quarterback keeper by Jolson. He'll juke one way, comes back towards the center, and he's going to be brought down by Nolan Field. First carry for junior quarterback Drew Julson. That'll be a pickup of 6 yards, bring up 2nd down and 4. Now we got the double tight end set up once again. The backs are Johnson and also Hoppy. Quick dive. Right side, good yardage though. That time, let's see who the ball carrier was. So Crocker with a carry that time. So Crocker picks up some decent yardage that time. And 1st down. So Crocker gains about 5 on the play, whereas number 23. So 1st and 10 for the Tigers now on their own 38-yard line. Oh, movement in the backfield. And it's going to be against Princeton, so they'll move it back to the 33-yard line. It'll be 1st and 15. So movement in the backfield that time. Good crowd on hand here tonight. A lot of Otters making the trip. And Princeton's got a packed stand here. Big 4-8 tilt. Princeton at the intersection of Minnesota 95 and US 169. Pitch back. Colton Johnson, right side, gets a block, picks up some good yardage, and he'll get a 1st down. Carries it from the 34 way out to the 48. So a 14-yard pickup that time for Johnson. He has 3 carries, 74 yards. He had that 60-yard run. Then he finished off that drive with a 2-yard touchdown run. So the Tigers pick up another 1st down, and they're just shy of midfield. The ball spotted at the 49-yard line. So 1st and 10. Otters lead at 14-7 on that 12-yard run by Caleb Froning. And then also the 14-yard touchdown pass to Parker Tilke from Pee Wee Bethel. There's a carry up the middle. Again, good first down yardage by the Tigers. They're just lining up, coming right at the Otters. So a gain of about 6 that time. 4 carries, 80 yards now for Colton Johnson. Where's number 2? He's a junior running back. Double tight end formation. Wishbone this time. Fullback in a 3-point stance. 2 up backs. Quick hitter up the middle. And little or no gain on the play. Maybe a gain of a yard for the Tigers. So Crocker picks up 1 yard. Brings up 3rd down and about 3 to go. And the ball is now at the Otter 44-yard line. You know, a team that puts it on the ground like this a lot, it can wear a defense down. And Otter's got to score at opportune times. We're down to minute 41 to play in the first quarter. Full house backfield once again, double tight end, Wishbone. Hand off, Colton Johnson, right side, gets through traffic. He's going to pick up a first down. Big yardage there. He's having a big first quarter. And the original line of scrimmage was the 44. He takes it down to about the 31, so a 13-yard pickup. 7 yards short, shy of 100 yards already here in the first quarter. They've had success running right side. The Otters defensively here with we're going to look here again. If they're going with 3 or 4 down linemen here, sometimes they'll go to 4 down. 3 down linemen, if they bring the outside linebackers right up in tight. Pitch back, Colton Johnson, right side, 35. 30-yard line inside to about the 28 or so. Gain of a couple. So it'll be on 2nd down and 7 or 8 to go here for Princeton. Otters did a good job stringing that one out. Again, they keep running right side. The football is spotted on the far hash. Princeton scored first, and the Otters scored and answered with 2 touchdowns, but Princeton on a drive here now. 22 seconds left in the first quarter. I don't believe there's a play clock here, is there? So they have 40 seconds from the spot of the football back to the line of scrimmage. Wishbone, full house backfield. Back to pass, rolling to his right. Jolson, he's going to be brought down by Caleb Froning. Good job by Caleb Froning. Pursuit from behind. That was a big play by Froning. Pursued from the right side, outside. Got right between the blockers and made a nice play there. So it's 3rd and long here now for the Tigers. But that is the end of the first quarter. So that time, a sack and a loss there. We'll come back with quarter number 2 with the Otters leading 14-7.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles 6 times for a great deal at Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Lake Region Healthcare is proud to be trusted and recommended by parents and coaches, athletes, and families. Keeping healthcare close to home for local athletes and all their fans. Find us online at lrhc.org.
Here we're back here, getting ready for the second quarter, and the Tigers are faced with a 3rd and 15, and they're at the 34-yard line, the Otters' 34-yard line. This drive began on the Princeton 24-yard line. So both teams around their coaches on the sidelines. Caleb Froning had a big stop there. About a 5-yard loss there for the quarterback, Drew Julson. And if it's a sack, it's not yardage, but when you're moving outside of that box, an attempted run, then it becomes sack loss of yardage here. So loss of 5. So a big third down here for the Otter defense. So third down and about 13 to go here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Again, we have our Minnesota Motor halftime report coming up. Full house backfield once again, double tight end, 3 in the backfield. Juleson under center. Little play action, cross buck, handoff Colton Johnson, and a good solid tackle that time by Parker Tilke. Good job one-on-one as Johnson has been a handful so far. So a gain of about 4 or 5 on the play that time. 7 carries, 99 yards, and a 4th and about 8 to go. About 4th and 8 here for Princeton. Otter defense needs a stop. This time they'll split out Colton Johnson and Cohen Hoppy to the far side. Back to pass. Juleson rolling to his left. Pump fakes once. He's going to run, and he's going to be brought down. And we'll see where the ball is spotted here. There was a flag on the play when it's a personal foul, usually on a tackle. If it was a face mask or what, we shall see. Yep, a defensive holding that time. So it'll be a first down for the Tigers. So Tigers will get a first down there. And a good run for Johnston. 105 yards unofficially. He's got 1 touchdown of 2 yards. So it'll be 1st and 10 now at the 12-yard line. And here come the Tigers to the line of scrimmage. Otter defense has been on the field a long time in this drive. Juleson under quarter or center. Handoff. Inside. That was the fullback, I believe. Nolan Cracker. So Cracker carries it forward. And we have an injured Tiger down the field. He's back up now. Gain of a couple yards that time for Cracker. He's carried the ball 3 times for 8 yards. A lot of cramps in warm weather, it seems like. We had Luke Newman from Fergus Falls in the Fargo Dome helping the DGF player that went viral. That was, 3 or 4 years ago. That was kind of a great sportsmanship play, but it'll be 2nd down and 9 at the 10-yard line here for the Princeton Tigers. Pitch back. Left side. And running the football that time is number 12, Joshua Christopher. So the ball is at the 10. And we'll see where the spot is here. It's going to be 3rd down now. Ball's inside the 10, down to about the 6 or so. So a gain of about 4 that time. Or 5. So 3rd and 5 here for the Tigers. The ball's on the 8-yard line of the Otters. See if the Otter defense can stand tall here. Juleson under center. Pitch back. Left side. And moving the football forward there. Same ball carrier. Joshua Christopher. And that'll be a first down, so it'll be 1st and goal to goal. The original line of scrimmage there was the 8-yard line. And it's inside the 5. That was about a 7-yard pickup, I believe. So it'll be 1st and goal to goal at the 2-yard line. 6-yard gain that time. 1st and goal to goal here for the Princeton Tigers. They're lining it up and they're running the football. Handoff, left side, in for the touchdown is Joshua Christopher. A 2-yard touchdown run for the Tigers. It's 14-13. So a 2-yard TD run by number 12, Joshua Christopher. And it is 14-13. That was, again, a 76-yard drive. And here comes the extra point. And it is good. 14-14 is our score. The Park Region telephone scoreboard. A 2-yard touchdown run by Joshua Christopher of the Princeton Tigers will come back with a kickoff. We're tied at 14. We're in the second quarter.
For over 50 years, Ottertail Coaches has safely carried kids to school, to games, and back home again. Trusted by generations, they're proud to serve Fergus Falls and the surrounding area. Ottertail Coaches, safety, service, and dependability.
What's your number?
I drove 113 miles.
And I drove 124 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Mark Johnson back with you from Princeton. 14-14, a slugfest here. And the Tigers that time with a 76-yard drive. And again, those of you that are listening or watching back home that have seen the Dearworth Glen and Felton Rebels play. This is Princeton, I think, took all the pages out of their playbook. Just this ground and pound. Here's Avius full of love. He'll return it out to about the 35-yard line, I believe. And so it'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Otters here. And Otters need to answer here and then figure out how to stop this Princeton ground game. So the Otters will take over 1st and 10. 9:01 to play in quarter number 2. Otters are on their own 36-yard line. Micah Johnson to the near side. To the far side is Isaiah Holmes and Mason Olin. Little play action. Swing it over to Parker Tilke. Tilke right side 50, 40, 35. He's going to be run out of bounds. But a big pickup there at a quick fake the dive. Swing it out to number 9, Tilke. And Tilke with big yardage there. The football goes down to the 33-yard line. That's a 31-yard pickup for Tilke. He's got 2 catches and 45 yards now. 1st and 10 for the Otters. Handoff, Caleb Ferroning through the hole, left side, flag thrown by the referee in the white hat. Most likely holding when it comes from that direction. So holding against Fergus Falls. So holding call on the Otters. Be marching back 10 yards. So the Otters now faced with a big yardage situation here. Otters up front have done a super job all year. Paulo Crillo, the center. And this year he didn't play varsity center last year, but he's done a great job this year. But it's 1st down and 20 for the Otters. Near side is Micah Johnson and Holmes and full of love. Keeper, Eston Bethel. He's going to be swarmed and brought down in the backfield by number 19, Riley Yetzer. So a good pursuit of the football that time. And Bethel will lose about 4 on the play. 2nd and long now, 2nd and 22, so a 2-yard loss, pardon me. So 2nd and 22. Otters have had some big plays this year. They can throw it. Freddie Tilaga in along with Froning in the backfield. Here's Eston Bethel. Snap from center. Bethel back to pass. Going up top, and it's going to be incomplete. It's overthrown. Good coverage by the Tigers. Pass was a little too long. Be 3rd and long here. 14-14 is our score. Again, Pee Wee Bethel, sophomore, has had a great start to his varsity career. His brother, Henry Bethel, had a great season last year and is playing basketball at North Dakota Wap Science, or in Wappiton. Trips left this time to the near side. And here's the snap to Bethel. Back to pass. Bethel running. They're coming. Up to left side. Pee Wee on his feet. Deeks, he's still going. He's going to maybe pick up 1st down yardage. What a play that time by Bethel. The ball was at the 43 of the Otters, and we got a first down as Bethel carries it all the way down. Take a look at that replay. Bethel coming around the left side, shed a couple tacklers, and made it down to the spot of the football is at the 19. 24-yard pickup by Bethel. Snap from center, handoff for Ronning, right side. Ronning to the outside, stiff arm, stays on his feet, down to the 10, puts his head down, and he'll get it inside the 10, down around the 5. Ball is on the 20-yard line to start with. Good job by Fronning. He'll move the flags here. That's a first down for the Otters. Let's see what the ball is spotted. 5-yard line. So a 15-yard pickup for Fronning. 4 carries and 47 yards now for Caleb. He has the 2-yard touchdown run. The other touchdown was a 14-yard pass from Pee Wee to Parker Tilke. Just to make sure I explain that. Pee Wee's real name is Eston, but he goes by Pee Wee pretty much by everybody in Fergus Falls. I formation. Caleb Fronning to the right side now. Handoff Fronning. Following his blockers, he was behind Nolan Field. He'll pick up about a yard. So it'll be 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line. So 2nd down and goal to go at the 4-yard line. Otters and the Tigers tied 14 apiece. And Pee Wee's going to get the call from head coach Chris Grabowski in his 2nd year. Led the Otters to a state tournament last year, lost in the quarterfinals to Albany. Bethel from the shotgun. 2nd and goal to go at the 4. Pee Wee to his left. Towards the end zone and just overthrows Micah Johnson. They bring up 3rd down. So 3rd down and goal to go at the 4-yard line. Going to have our Minnesota Motor halftime show coming up in about 10 minutes or so. There's 6:16 to go here in the first half. Some statistics on the first half, and Otters will receive the football to start the second half. 3rd down and goal to go at the 4-yard line. Johnson to the far side, along with Holmes. Pass, knocked down and incomplete. The Tiger line got in there. The intended receiver was Micah Johnson. Pass is incomplete, and a big 4th down here for Fergus Falls. Grabowska thinking it over here, talking to Eston. Got a nice cool breeze coming in the window here. Kind of grass field here in Princeton. Installed, I guess, in 1964. They cut sod from a local farmer's yard or field to put it together. That's how you did it. Here goes Bethel, 4th and 4. Bethel rolling to his left. Pee Wee's going to run it. Oh, and he slips and falls. He gained a couple yards on the play. He had some daylight in front of him, but lost his footing there. And the Otters turn it over on downs. And Princeton will take over here now with 6:05 to play in the first half. There was a flag on the play, though. And I don't know. Nothing. It must have been just an inadvertent flag. I heard the PA announcer say there was a flag on the field, but there's nothing happening out there. So 1st and 10 now for the Tigers on their own 4-yard line. Otters scored their 2nd touchdown after that Avius Fullilove block punt. Pitch back near side. Good job by the defense. Mason Oland over there, along with Parker Tilke. Colton Johnson carries it for Princeton. So no gain on the play that time. And Princeton has definitely got the time of possession in their favor here with that last drive that they had when they scored after 76 yards. Play comes in from the sidelines. Quarterback junior Drew Jolson. Double tight end. Full house backfield. Tigers with tight splits in their linemen. Misdirection, near side, and a nice tackle there. Might even been for a loss. Good job that time by Parker Tilke. Christopher was the ball carry, lost about a yard on the play, brings up third down. So third and about 11 to go here for the Tigers. Again, tune in to Craig Olson tomorrow morning on the Coaches Show on AM 1250 KBRF and also streamed on the Fergus Now app and on the KBRF Radio YouTube channel. Double tight end on fourth down. I suspect they'll just kind of run it out here. No risk any possible turnovers. Ball carried up the middle. Kind of a rugby scrum there. And who was the ball carrier there? That was number 23. That was Nolan Cracker. Gained a couple. Cracker with a couple on the play. Fourth down here, and the punt unit comes in. The Otters with one block punt already, leading to their second touchdown. That was Avius Fullalove. He's lined up on the left side here. And Holmes is standing at about his own, or the Princeton 45-yard line. So the Otters, if they don't turn the ball over here, could end up with some excellent field position. They're going to probably use some time here and maybe take a timeout, is my guess. Julson just waiting. What's going on here? They're just going to let the play clock get down close. There's not a physical play clock here. Man, oh, that's a long time. How do you know that? Oh, the back judge has it. Yeah. So they call a timeout. That's you can see that Jolson was standing there just waiting to run some time off. We'll take a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare. When we come back, it'll be a fourth down punting situation for the Tigers.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
We're back with you here in Princeton, tied 14-14. Timeout brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare. And the situation I was describing, there's no physical play clock on the field, but the back judge has the play clock. It's 40 seconds from the spot of the football. And so the quarterback, Julson, is just waiting it out, and the Tigers trying to just eat some time up here and not give the Otters more opportunities here. There's 3:09 to go in the first half. And Isaiah Holmes is standing at the Tiger 45-yard line. Julson will punt it. It's a good snap. Julson, right foot. Picked up by Holmes at the 40. He'll carry it forward. Up the sideline. He's going to go. There's no flags. It's a 40-yard touchdown punt return by Isaiah Holmes. And they kind of fooled the punt coverage. Instead of downing it, he picked it up and went 40 yards up the sidelines. There goes Holmes in for the touchdown. Wow. 40-yard TD return by Isaiah Holmes. And I think that caught the Tigers a bit off guard as Holmes was kind of standing there, and he's athletic enough. He just grabbed it and took off up the sidelines. And Otters are on to attempt the extra point. They lead it now 20-14. Horgan He's only missed one all year, comes off the soccer team. Snap from center, spots down. Kick is up, and Josh rips it through the uprights. 21-14 Otters. A 40-yard punt return by Isaiah Holmes will come back with a kickoff after this break.
Lake Region Healthcare is proud to be trusted and recommended by parents and coaches, athletes, and families. Keeping healthcare close to home for local athletes and all their fans. Find us online at lrhc.org.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Ugstead Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Ugstead Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Hey, we're back here. Horgan to kick it off. 40-yard touchdown punt return by Isaiah Holmes. It's fielded here at the 25 by the Tigers. They'll carry it out to about the 30. Pardon me, it was the 25-yard line, or the 15, and out to about the 31. So Princeton will take over. 1st and 10 here with 2:47 to play on the Park Region scoreboard. The ball's going to be spotted at the Tigers' own 31-yard line. How about that? Isaiah Holmes had a big week last week. This week he goes 40 yards on a punt return. Right at the end of the half here. Big special teams touchdown here for the Otters. Tigers come out this time. They'll put dual wideouts to the far side. The tight end is on the tight side of the field on the near side. Quarterback rolling to his left is Jolson. And a great play by Holmes. He gets right in the way of that one, knocks it down. So an incompleted pass. Valdivieso was the intended receiver. Pass is incomplete. Bring up 2nd down and 10. See if the Otters use a timeout here or not at some point in time, if they can contain the Tigers here. They've been able to run the ball pretty well here in the first half. But the last couple series, the Otter defense has, I think, figured a few things out. Jack Brunn, Jackson Conklin, Nolan Field doing a good job on the line. And Drew Butler and Mason Olin, the linebackers. Quarterback keeper, Jolson. Right side, Nolan Field is right there to make a nice play. Good job by Nolan Field filling from that position. You'll see Field come right down the line here and makes a good play on Jolson. We have 3rd down. That was a gain about a yard that time for the quarterback, Drew Jolson. And a timeout taken here, I believe, by the Tigers. We'll pause for a timeout, which is brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare.
Lake Region Healthcare is proud to be trusted and recommended by parents and coaches, athletes, and families. Keeping healthcare close to home for local athletes and all their fans. Find us online at lrhc.org.
Here we're back. The timeout was taken by Fergus Falls, not Princeton. So, again, Lake Region Healthcare sponsors our timeouts, and head coach Shane, or assistant coach and defensive coordinator Shane Tilke talking to the Otter defense here. Big 3rd down here. So we have 2:31 to play in the half. Otters using a timeout to stop the clock and see if they can get a stop here on 3rd down and force the Tigers into a punting situation. Tigers really dependent on the run. And Trenton Juilliard comes in on the edge rush here. Where's number 7? He'll be on the left side here. Dual wideouts to the near side for the Tigers. Send a man in motion. Jolson rolling to his right. Looking downfield. Has a man. It's caught. And we'll see where the spot of the football is. It's going to be short of a 1st down, I think. Line of scrimmage was the 32, and they're going to spot it at about the 40. So a gain of 8. Who caught that one? I'm sorry. Intended receiver. Trying to see who got the catch on that one. 4th down and a yard. Tigers obviously going for it here. Full house backfield. Let's see who gets the football. Handoff, left side, first down yardage, and hard running by Colton Johnson. He'll pick up about 4 on the play and a first down. So a big pickup that time for Colton Johnson. The ball spotted at the Princeton Tigers' own 44-yard line. Again, with 1:40 to play. Otter defense, full house, a lot of people in the box. Pitch back to Hoppy, left side, and he'll gain maybe 2 on the play. Good job by the defense here. 1:15 to play in the half now. Again, we have our Minnesota Motor halftime show coming up. I want to remind you that Running Stitches is your local choice for embroidery and screen printing in Fergus Falls. Running Stitches Embroidery. On second down, first down yardage that time, and a pickup about 10 for Hoppy. 50 seconds left in the half. In high school football, you stop the clock to set the chains. Clock is going again here now. Full house backfield, Wishfield, double tight end, Wishbone. Handoff left side, Hoppy. And a flag is thrown, a flag on the play. And we'll see what the indication is here. So flag on the play. And a face mask against the Otters. We'll see if it's the 15 or the 5-yard version. And it's going to be the 15-yarder. The unintentional one is a 5-yarder, but it's a 15-yarder. So that'll move the football down to the 25-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the 25. And we'll have, again, our halftime report coming up in just a minute here. There's 33 seconds to go in the half. It's 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the Otter 25-yard line. Tigers converting on that 4th and 1. And a flag thrown. We got some movement. And that's on Fergus Falls. You know, the first 2 or 3 games, the Otters were not penalized very much, but 4 penalties thus far for 40 yards here in the first half. Or pardon me. Yeah, that's what it is. So 1st down and 5 to go for the first down. The ball is at the Otter 20-yard line. Again, no time goes off the clock. The ball was not snapped. And here come the Princeton Tigers. 1 man on the backfield this time. It's Christopher, the man in motion. That time is Colton Johnson. Back to pass. Rolling to his right. Pass. Caught by Hoppy. He's going to be brought down by Jacob Froning. That's a Princeton first down. Original line of scrimmage was the 20. And timeout taken here by the Princeton Tigers. This timeout brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare. We'll come back with more.
Serve your family and friends the best. Certified Angus beef from the meat department at Service Food. Special cuts and orders always welcome. Service Food, West Lincoln Avenue, Fergus Falls.
Service Food. Serving you best.
We're back here. The Tigers are threatening. Mark Johnson with you from Princeton. 8-4A game here as Derek Sidian is our cameraman, game side engineer. And again, it's 1st down and 5 to go. Ball's at the, or second, it should be, 1st and 10, pardon me, that was the first down. And the ball is at the 14-yard line now of the Otters. See if the Otters can hold here. They did this against Zimmerman last week, late in the game. Otter defense, again, playing that 3-down lineman. They bring the outside backers in tight. When you play against a ground game like this, there's a lot of guys in the box. Joshua Christopher, the lone setback behind quarterback Julson. Man in motion is Hoppy. Back to pass, looking towards the corner of the end zone. Incomplete. Pass is incomplete. And Jaden Edwards, the intended receiver, brings up 2nd down and 10. And the ball's on the Otter 14-yard line. Now we have 20 seconds to go in the first half. And Fergus Falls leads at 21-14 on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. A lot of folks in our area going duck hunting tomorrow, and maybe around here as well. That time of the year, huh? Juilliard is in at defensive end here on the wide side of the field. Dual wideouts to the far side for the Tigers. One man in the backfield. Tigers are going to throw towards the end zone. Over the middle. Pass incomplete. Intended for number 11, Jaden Edwards. So 3rd and 10 for the Tigers. Again, the football's on the Otter 14. This drive began on the Tigers' own 31-yard line, but we have now 17 seconds to go. That was a quick slant. Incomplete. In our post-game show, we'll name our Quality Toyota Quality Player of the Game. Brought to you by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. Here come the Tigers to the line of scrimmage. Otters need a couple of big stops here. Pitch back, left side, Hoppy. There's a flag thrown in the backfield. Hoppy will gain some positive yardage, but the official throwing the laundry. Holding call on the Tigers. They'll bring that one back. Ball will go back to the 24-yard line. Be 3rd and 10 at the 24. And obviously the Otters are going to make a march or not decline it. They'll take the penalty. So 3rd down, the ball will go back to the 24-yard line. And we do have 10 seconds. So probably 2 plays left to go in the half. And a timeout taken by the Tigers. They want to talk this one over. We'll take a break as well. Otters lead at 21-14.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Ugstead Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Ugstead Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
Where to eat, the ultimate culinary adventure, from signature dishes to chef recommendations.
As your food review professionals, you can find us at KBRFradio.com, the Fergus Now app, and on YouTube.
Tune in every first Friday of the month for new episodes.
Check us out, and we'll show you where to eat.
It's on. Huh. All right. That was weird. Hey, we're back here. Again, our timeout brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare. That's better. Got some lights on in here now. It'll be good for our halftime show. Here we go. 3rd and 10. The ball's at the Otter 24-yard line. The Tigers knocking on the door here. Otters lead at 21-14. They'll break the huddle. They'll spread 2 guys to the far side. The tight end is on the near side. Snap from center. Julson to his left, being pursued. He's going to be brought down by Field. A big play at the end of the half. Noel and Field in hot pursuit. You'll see Field come, and Julson is rolling to his left. Makes a great play. And that is the end of the first half. The end of the first half. The Otters lead it on the Park Region telephone scoreboard, 21-14. We'll come back with our halftime show after this break.
Chevy Truck Month is back at Minnesota Motor Company in Fergus Falls. To celebrate, customers can take advantage of finance offers like 2.9% APR, price reductions, trade assistance, customer cash, and more. Contact the sales team for information and visit the Minnesota Motor Company website to view their impressive inventory. Together, let's drive.
Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Ugstead Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Ugstead Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls and Breckenridge. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance? Trust Alicia Helgeson at FM Bank in Fergus Falls. With expert guidance and local know-how, she makes the mortgage process smooth and stress-free. Call Alicia or apply online at mybankfm.com today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
Mark Johnson back with you from Princeton. Thanks for tuning in. Tonight we're in the visitors' press box across the field and excited for this second half action here again. We'll recap the scoring in this one first, and we'll take a break, come back, and look at some statistics in the first half. Princeton scored on their first drive, a 31-yard, or it was a 69-yard drive. They scored on a 2-yard touchdown run by Colton Johnson. The extra point was good. And the Otters come back, and they answer, and they go 49 yards. A nice return by Isaiah Holmes, and they score on a 14-yard touchdown pass. Parker Tilke on the receiving end of a Pee Wee Bethel pass. The extra point by Horgan is good at 7-7. And the Tigers get the ball back, and they go to punt, and Avius Fullalove blocks the punt, and he recovers it on the Princeton 12-yard line. On the very next play from scrimmage, it's Caleb Froning in for the touchdown. The extra point was good by Horgan. It's 14-7. Tigers, they come back on their next possession. They sustain a long drive as they go 76 yards, and they score in a 2-yard touchdown run. And it was number 12, Joshua Christopher. The extra point was good. And then the Otters score in the fourth quarter, and they go it was pretty cool. The Princeton Tigers were deep in their own end, made some yardage. They kicked the punt. It was received at about the 40-yard line. It bounced as Isaiah Holmes was being pursued, but he had a nice bounce. He grabbed the football, and he kind of caught Princeton off guard. He went right up the sidelines, a 40-yard punt return. The Horgan extra point was good. So a good start to this one, a good first half for the Otters. We'll come back with more on our Minnesota Motor Halftime Show after this break.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls and Grand Forks is your shopping stop for America's 3 favorite truck brands, Ford, Ram, and GMC. Whether you're towing, hauling, or just enjoying the open road, we have a truck for you. Half, 3/4, and 1 ton. There's a truck for every job. Stop and visit or shop any of our stores at NelsonAutoCenter.com. Nelson Auto Center, Fergus Falls and Grand Forks.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
Between muddy roads and dusty drives, your car takes a beating. Keep it shining with an unlimited car wash membership at Splash Express. Upgrade to the Platinum for a rust inhibitor, hot wax, and ceramic coating in one bundle. Stop by Splash Express next to Premier Meats in Fergus Falls.
For over 50 years, Otter Tail Coaches has safely carried kids to school, to games, and back home again. Trusted by generations, they're proud to serve Fergus Falls and the surrounding area. Otter Tail Coaches, safety, service, and dependability.
Lake Region Healthcare is proud to be trusted and recommended by parents and coaches, athletes, and families. Keeping healthcare close to home for local athletes and all their fans. Find us online at lrhc.org.
At American Federal Bank, they're proud sponsors of local high school athletics. From Friday night lights to buzzer-beating shots, these students inspire us all. Just like them, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community, one play at a time. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
Where to eat the ultimate culinary adventure, from signature dishes to chef recommendations.
As your food review professionals, you can find us at KBRFradio.com, the Fergus Now app, and on YouTube.
Tune in every first Friday of the month for new episodes.
Check us out, and we'll show you where to eat.
What's your number? I drove 60 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota. I drove 45 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Hey, we're back here as our Minnesota Motor halftime report continues. Let's look at the stats in the first half for both teams. For the Otters, Caleb Froning, 5 carries, 48 yards. He scored on a 12-yard touchdown run after that full of love block punt. And Isaiah Holmes with a 20-yard run. Talaga had 1 carry for 1 yard. 24 yards for Eston Bethel. He had a 24-yard carry for a first down earlier. The Otters have not thrown it that much tonight. We might see more in the second half. 2 for 6 and 45 yards for Eston Bethel. And the Otters on that one, both those throws were to Parker Tilke, who has a 14-yard touchdown catch. The big rushing statistic here for the Princeton Tigers, Colton Johnson, number 2. He's got 10 carries, 109 yards. He had 74 or so yards in the first quarter. His 1 touchdown run was 2 yards. And those are the most notable rushers. But the Tigers have carried it 26 times for 141 yards. The Otters, 10 carries, 93 yards. And as far as the passing department, 3 for 6 and 19 yards for the quarterback, Drew Juleson. So with that, we have 32 plays ran by Princeton, and the Otters running just 16. So we can see where that ground game has time of possession goes to the Princeton Tigers. Our halftime show continues. We'll be back with more here again. We're at the half. Our Minnesota Motor halftime report. Otters lead at 21-14. We'll come back with more.
Chevy Truck Month is back at Minnesota Motor Company in Fergus Falls. To celebrate, customers can take advantage of finance offers like 2.9% APR, price reductions, trade assistance, customer cash, and more. Contact the sales team for information and visit the Minnesota Motor Company website to view their impressive inventory. Together, let's drive.
Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
At American Federal Bank, they're proud sponsors of local high school athletics. From Friday night lights to buzzer-beating shots, these students inspire us all. Just like them, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community, one play at a time. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
Lake Region Healthcare is proud to be trusted and recommended by parents and coaches, athletes, and families. Keeping healthcare close to home for local athletes and all their fans. Find us online at lrhc.org.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Ugstead Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Ugstead Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles 6 times for a great deal at Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Mark Johnson back with you. In between the break, you're talking to Derek Sidian, and he does all the work here. I just show up. And just a couple fun things on a personal note that happened tonight to me. This wasn't super fun, but I told you I was walking and talking to Steve King, lineman coach for the Otters, and I stepped in a huge puddle. It's where they placed the pole vault pole. I got soaked. I mean, I was just – and then another fun thing, that was not so fun, but my nephew, some of you know from Fergus Falls, Aaron Huglin, is playing preseason games with the Pittsburgh Penguins in the NHL, and he had an assist tonight, and he played the last preseason game. He's signed in the AHL with Wilkes-Barre, but if there's a chance he might make that big club, you just never know. But he got an assist tonight. That was kind of fun. So those of you hockey fans, it's kind of fun to see. All right, the Otters score again on a 14-yard TD pass to open the scoring for the Otters. They trailed 7-0. That was to Parker Tilke. And then the Otters score again after a full-of-love block punt, a 12-yard TD run by Caleb Fronting on the next play. Princeton comes back. They score on a 2-yard touchdown run. They had a long 76-yard drive. Then the Otters score late on that 40-yard touchdown kickoff return by number 3, Isaiah Holmes. He's really had a good season so far. This Otter football team looking to go to 5-0 on the season. They're playing Princeton tonight. We go to Ricori next Friday, and then we play Marshall at home. That's the only home game left. And then it's St. Cloud Tech on the Wednesday of MEA week. So the Otters, again, lead it 21-14. They will start with the football in the second half, and so it should be a great second half of action. Again, Minnesota Motor Company brings us our halftime report. We'll take another break and come back with more here from Princeton. You're listening to Otter Football on KJ Country 96.5 FM, also streaming on the Fergus Now app and on YouTube on KBRF Radio. We'll come back with more.
Chevy Truck Month is back at Minnesota Motor Company in Fergus Falls. To celebrate, customers can take advantage of finance offers like 2.9% APR, price reductions, trade assistance, customer cash, and more. Contact the sales team for information and visit the Minnesota Motor Company website to view their impressive inventory. Together, let's drive.
Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance? Trust Alicia Helgeson at FM Bank in Fergus Falls. With expert guidance and local know-how, she makes the mortgage process smooth and stress-free. Call Alicia or apply online at mybankfm.com today. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls and Grand Forks is your shopping stop for America's 3 favorite truck brands, Ford, Ram, and GMC. Whether you're towing, hauling, or just enjoying the open road, we have a truck for you. Half, 3/4, and 1 ton, there's a truck for every job. Stop and visit or shop any of our stores at NelsonAutoCenter.com. Nelson Auto Center, Fergus Falls and Grand Forks.
Serve your family and friends the best. Certified Angus beef from the meat department at Service Food. Special cuts and orders always welcome. Service Food, West Lincoln Avenue, Fergus Falls.
Service Food. Serving you best.
Hey, we're back, and that concludes our Minnesota Motor halftime report as we head now to the third quarter. And just looking forward to this third quarter of play. And again, the Otters will receive the football. And see if the Otters can do like Princeton did on their first reception to start the game on the kickoff. They went 69 yards for the touchdown. A drive and a 60-yard run there by Colton Johnson to set that up. And then the Otters answered with a 14-yard touchdown pass. And that was a nice one. It was Pee Wee Bethel to Parker Tilkey. And then the Otters block a punt and get the ball at their own 12-yard line. Then Caleb Froning goes in from 12 yards. Princeton comes back again. Long drive, 76 yards, and a 2-yard touchdown run for Joshua Christopher. And then the Otters get a punt return for a touchdown of 40 yards. And so a good football game going on here. Again, the Otters throw it and run it, and Princeton primarily a ground team. And they're playing with a lot of inspiration tonight, even though they have not won thus far. And the Otters also 5-0, and they're playing some tough football. Again, Running Stitches is your local choice for embroidery and screen printing. Located in Fergus Falls, Running Stitches Embroidery. Steve Olson goes up top the press box. Yeah, we're getting older, Steve. No, you're just kidding. I am, you're not. So. Okay. Lynn, if you're listening, he's okay. So, yeah, I had the privilege of doing many games with Roger Olson prior to that. Craig Olson, Roger Olson, what a great team broadcasting all those years. But he knew the game, and he knew the history, and he knew what was going on in every stadium, and knowing coaches and such. But, yeah, so again, tune in to Craig tomorrow morning for the coaches show. That's my routine. I'm usually up and at him pretty early, cup of coffee, and sit down and listen and or watch if I'm near my TV or phone. As you can watch it right on YouTube. It's right there. Just search KBRF Radio, KBRF Sports, and it'll show up. You can also go back. These games are archived, and you can watch a replay of these games as well. All right, here we go. Princeton will kick it off. Isaiah Holmes and Caleb Froning, who both have touchdowns tonight. The other touchdown scored on that pass from Bethel to Parker Tilkey. Great to have Parker back out in action, as he had a knee injury to start out the season. Came back last week and had a great game defensively too. And we are set to go. Second half football. It's a beautiful night for football here in Princeton. And we're set to go here. Staying at the 25-yard line is Froning and Holmes. Kind of a low line drive kick picked up by Isaiah Holmes. He's dangerous, as is Froning. Goes left side, shakes one tackle, but then he's brought down, tries to get out of a tackle, and he'll return it out to about the 30-yard line or thereabouts. And that's where the Otters will take over, 1st and 10. So Fergus Falls will take over here, 1st and 10, leading at 21-14. It'd be nice to put one up here early on and get some separation here, but Princeton's answered each time the Otters have scored. Tilkey to the near side. Micah Johnson, Isaiah Holmes to the far side. Olin in the slot. Quick side over the middle. Caught by Isaiah Holmes. He's got wheels. He might go. Isaiah Holmes at the 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. Isaiah Holmes scores on a 70-yard touchdown pass. The first play from scrimmage. Let's take a look at that if you're watching on instant replay. Holmes just runs away. He's got great wheels, and he scores a 70-yard TD pass, and the Otters go up 27-14. So Holmes on the reception from Bethel. And Josh Horgan on to attempt the extra point. Holmes' first catch of the game, and it's a 70-yard touchdown pass on a quick slant. He got into the secondary and just took off. Josh Horgan on to attempt the extra point. Snap is down. The kick is up. And it is through the uprights. The Otters score, and they make it 28-14. We'll come back with the Otter kickoff after this break.
What's your number?
We drove 25 miles to get a great deal at Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Mark Johnson back with you. Isaiah Holmes, there you see him if you're watching. I know the listeners here, he streams right down the middle of the field and scores on a 70-yard touchdown run, and the Horgan extra point is good. So the Otters now lead it here by a score of 28-14. That punt return was big, and now a couple of big plays here for Fergus Falls. 70-yard drive, and that only took one play. Horgan, line drive, kick. It's going to stay in bounds. Well, it's picked up at about the 4-yard line. Otter kick coverage. They're all over the Tigers. That one stayed in bounds, fortunate enough for Horgan. And so the Otters now, the defense will come on the field as the Tigers take over on their own 10-yard line here with 11:34 to play in the third quarter. Otter volleyball with a 3-0 set match win last night over St. Cloud Apollo. John Hermes Invitational ran yesterday out the Pebble Lake Golf Course. We'll have updates on that tomorrow. There's a run from the line of scrimmage. There's a penalty flag thrown. And we'll see who the ball carrier is. Colton Johnson on the carry, but there is a flag. So Johnson on the carry. Face mask against the Otters. So pick up there of about 9 yards, but then there's a face mask after the play, and that'll move the football. Tiger first down, that'll move the football out to the 25-yard line. Tigers on their own 25. Near side is Colton Johnson, along with Hoppy. They come way out to the near side. Quarterback keeper. Julesen with a good run. Julesen stays on his feet. Finally tripped up after a gain of about 7 or 8 on the play. So 2nd down and 3, a 7-yard pickup that time for the quarterback Julesen. Just interesting to study their formations here. They bring the two backs way out to the left side. It pulls our cornerback out, and then they run left side. So 2nd down and about 3 to go here for the Tigers. Otter defense, 3 down linemen, 2 guys on the edge, backers, and Avius Fullilove, I believe, jumped off sides on the left sides. That'll give the Tigers a first down. So that'll be a penalty against Fergus Falls. That'll be an automatic first down. That'll happen. Just got to gather yourself again. Otter defense just has to continue to get after it here. They stopped the Tigers late in the second half as they were moving down the field. Full house backfield, handoff. This time to the fullback, number 23, Cracker. And he carries the ball maybe right back to the line of scrimmage. Crocker, little or no gain on the play. Just a quick dive right behind center. Brings up 2nd down and 10. So 2nd down and 10 here for the Otters here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Grass field here. Detroit Lakes plays on grass as well. A lot of teams going to turf and full house backfield. Handoff, misdirection. And the Otters have stopped Colton Johnson. And loss of a few yards that time. Nolan Field in the backfield. So a loss there on the play of about 5 or so. 3rd down and 9. Full house backfield. Double tight end. Wishbone. Quarterback rolling to his right. He's going to be brought down and sacked. What a play in the backfield that time by the Otters. A big sack. Let's look at that one. Those listening on the radio. And a great play there by Juilliard getting in the backfield. And a loss of about 10 on that sack. Brings up 4th down and about 19 to go in a punt formation. The Otters should get good field position again if they don't turn it over. As Isaiah Holmes, who has returned 1 punt for a touchdown, stands at his own 30-yard line. Snap from center. Kick kind of a line drive. It's going to take a bounce. And this time it's going to be touched before it goes out of bounds at about the 25. That was really similar to the play that Holmes picked up that when it bounced right to him. You got to be careful on that, but Holmes, a smart athlete, brought the last one back for a touchdown. So the Otters now will take over 1st and 10. The Otters will take over at their own 25-yard line. Up 2 scores here, 28-14. And we do have 8:25 to play in the 3rd quarter. Going to have our post-game show coming up, brought to you by Quality Toyota and also by Lake Country Graphics. Pee Wee Bethel, the quarterback. Snap from Paulo Carrillo. Handoff to Talaga. He's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Bethel throwing a 14-yard touchdown pass to Parker Tilke, a 70-yard touchdown to Isaiah Holmes, and a rushing touchdown of 12 yards by Caleb Froning, and a 40-yard punt return by Isaiah Holmes. Those are the 3 scores for Fergus Falls. Parker Tilke to the near side. Inside of him is Holmes. Snap from center. Swing it out to Isaiah Holmes. Makes one move. Isaiah Holmes gets it about to the line of scrimmage, maybe gained a yard on the play. Good tackle by Jolson on the near side. So 3rd and 9, a gain of 1 on the play. Parker Tilke blocks against the grain, and then Holmes cuts back, but a good play on the edge here by the Princeton Tigers. So 3rd and 9 for the Otters here, leading 28-14. We have 7:18 to play in the 3rd quarter. Otters looking to get to 5-0 on the season. Princeton so far winless on the year. 3 down linemen for the Tigers. Snap from center, and we got a whistle. And a procedure penalty here against the Otters. 5-yard garden variety. They'll move the football back to the 20-yard line. It'll make it 3rd down and 14. So 3rd and 14 here for the Otters. The ball goes back to the Otters' own 20-yard line. Micah Johnson to the far side with Isaiah Holmes, and Mason Olin. Near side is Parker Tilke. Passing situation. They swing it out to Micah Johnson. Tries to get around a man, does so. There's a penalty thrown, flags thrown. A lot of penalties in this game. And let's see what the call is going to be here. A couple yards that time. Officials talking. There was a flag thrown on the far side of the field, and then also one in the backfield. And let's see what the calls are here. Let's see what the call is going to be here. They're going to march it back from the 20 back to about the 10. So I don't know if it was a holding call. We do know it was a 10-yard penalty. Third down and a long, long ways here. So third and about 24-25 to go here. Again, Fergus Falls leads it 28-14. And here comes Pee Wee Eston Bethel at the snap from Paulo Carrillo. Back to pass. Rolling out of the pocket to his left. Looking downfield. Has a man open. Micah Johnson. It is incomplete. Pass is incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down. The Otters punt unit comes on for the first time in the football game. So the Otters will punt, leading 28-14. Riley Wasdorp doing the long snapping, and Trenton Juilliard doing the punting. And deep to receive here for the Tigers, number 22, Cody Durham. Again, Fergus Falls leads it here 28-14, 6:28 to go in the third quarter. Snap from center. Drewler just tries to get it off. It was kind of bobbled snap. Lands at the 30, and it's going to roll out to about the 32, but it's not the Princeton 32. It is the Otter 32-yard line. So Princeton is going to have great field position here. Trailing by 2 scores. We have 6:16 to go here in the third quarter. Defense for the Otters back on the field. Trenton Juilliard, Nolan Field, Jackson Conklin, Avius Fullalove, and Caleb Froning on the edges. Riley Wasdorp, Parker Tilke, and Isaiah Holmes, Mason Oland, and Micah Johnson. They've done a good job this year. The Otters last week forced 4 turnovers in that win over Zimmerman. Wishbone, full house backfield, double tight end. Drulson goes under center. Handoff. Colton Johnson trying to find a path, a block through the line of scrimmage. Good job by Conklin and Field and company. And then in to finish the tackle there was Parker Tilke. Gaining about 2 or 3 on the play. Problem is when you run the football a lot like this, you can score, but it takes a lot of time. And then again, we still have plenty of time here for Princeton, but the Otters lead it by 2 scores. Gain of 3 that time. 13 carries, 116 yards for Colton Johnson. Full house backfield. Snap from center. Handoff. Nope. Keeper right side. Juleson cuts back, stays on his feet, sheds a tackle, and picks up good yardage. Original line of scrimmage was the 30-yard line. And that's a first down for the Tigers. And the ball is going to be spotted 22-yard line, so a gain of 8 on the play. So first down for the Tigers. They faked the dive, and Juleson carried it over the left side. And here comes the Tigers. Inside handoff. Joshua Christopher, and a good job there by Juilliard. He had him in the air. He's going to put him to the ground. They're going to call a personal foul on Trenton. The whistle had blown. He should have pulled up. So little or no gain on the play. And it's going to be a personal foul against the Otters. Not a good time to take a penalty like that. It's tough to, when you have a guy up that in the air, how to stop in midair like that. But it was the right call, so it's going to be a personal foul against Fergus Falls. That'll move the football inside the 10 or down about the 10-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal for the Tigers at the 10-yard line. See if the Otter defense will tighten up here. The time of possession in favor of the Tigers. A couple of big plays for the Otters. A 70-yard touchdown pass, the 40-yard punt return. But the Otters have scored when they've got the football too. But the ground game here, Princeton continues. They send a man in motion to the near side. It's Colton Johnson. Quarterback keeper Drulson. He's going to be, almost wrapped up. He's going to get away from it. And now he's going to go down. Good pursuit that time by Mason Olin, the linebacker. And I think with that we have a loss of 2 or 3 on the play. Again, shout out to my nephew Aaron tonight. He got an assist in that NHL preseason game. He's playing with the Pittsburgh Penguins, and it's been kind of fun to follow the progress of his career. Back to pass over the middle. Pass is incomplete. Good coverage that time by Isaiah Holmes. It was a well-thrown ball. Hoppy was the intended receiver. Good play by Holmes. Max Brunn comes off. And Trenton Juilliard comes back out on the field in those passing situations. So 3rd down and 10 to go. The ball is at the Otter 15. Oh, it's 3rd and goal, pardon me. It was 1st and goal to go at the 10. Now it's 3rd and goal to go with the ball is back at the Otter 15-yard line. Big 3rd down here. Fake, crossbuck, near side, running room. Rosdorp with the tackle, but a good pickup that time for Hoppy. So Cohen Hoppy carries it down about from the 15 down about the 7 or so. About an 8-yard pickup. So 4th down here, and goal to goal at about the 7 or 8-yard line here for the Princeton Tigers. Otters lead it 28-14. Timeout taken on the field by the Tigers. We'll pause for 30 and come back with more. Otters lead at 28-14. We have 2:59 to play in the 3rd quarter.
Lake Region Healthcare is proud to be trusted and recommended by parents and coaches, athletes, and families. Keeping healthcare close to home for local athletes and all their fans. Find us online at lrhc.org.
At American Federal Bank, they're proud sponsors of local high school athletics. From Friday night lights to buzzer-beating shots, these students inspire us all. Just like them, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community, one play at a time. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Mark Johnson back with you again. Lake Region Healthcare brings us our timeouts during our games. Big 4th down here for the Otter defense, and on the other side of the football for Princeton. 2:59 to play in the 3rd quarter. Otters lead at 28-14. 21-14 at the half. Then the Otters scored on their first possession. First play from scrimmage, a 70-yard touchdown pass. Pee Wee Bethel to Isaiah Holmes. So the Otter defense comes back out on the field. Head coach Shane Tilke wearing the yellow shirt so his defense can see him on the sideline. That's got to be the strategy. Chris Grabowski and the other coaching staff in their black Otter polos or long sleeves, whatever the case. Here come the Tigers. Otters are set defensively. 4th down and goal to go at the 7-yard line. Okay, here come the Tigers. Full house backfield, double tight end. Seen that formation before. In the wishbone, under center, Juleson, quarterback. And here comes Caleb Fronning. He's going to sack him. Caleb Froning penetrates and comes up with a big sack. Wow, Froning in the backfield once again. The snap from center. Froning, he's wraps up. He's strong, he's fast, and the Otters will get the ball back on downs. So a good play that time by Caleb Froning. Good play that time and call by Shane Tilke, D coordinator. And the Otters will take over 1st and 10 on their own 7-yard line. Pee Wee Bethel carries the ball, keeps it going, and he'll bring it out. Not shy of a first down, but a nice run there. And a personal foul after the play, a flag's thrown. And I think Parker Tilke might be called here. He was saying he was hit in the head, but we'll see here. But the Otters would have picked up first down yardage there, or close to it. Bethel with about a 9-yard run, and then after the whistle, the officials are talking. Personal foul against the Tigers. There'll be a personal foul against the Otters. So offsetting penalties. And so penalties offset will be 2nd down and about a yard. So this little extracurricular after the play there on both the Princeton and Otter side of the football brings up 2nd down and a yard. 2:42 to play in the 3rd quarter. Otters lead at 28-14. Tigers will break the huddle. Paulo Carrillo doing a good job at center. And here comes the snap from center. Pitch over to Caleb Froning. He'll put his head down. He'll pick up a first down. Carries out to about the 24. So a gain of about 5 on the play. 5 carries, 53 yards for Caleb Froning. Friday Night Lights here in Princeton. And again, last season, the last 2 seasons, the Otters played in Class 3A, now bumped up to Class 4A. And talking to one of the broadcast guys here from Princeton, they have about 1,000 in their high school here. Grades 9 through 12. And here comes Holmes in motion. Bethel gives it to Isaiah. Isaiah trying to get around the edge. Carries it out to the 35, 40. He might go. Here he goes. 35, 30, 25, 10, 5. Touchdown. A 75-yard run. And there's a flag on the field. Oh, my. Usually that's not usually, but that is the case. Yep, the flag is down at the 35-yard line. And it's holding against the Otters. So with all that excitement and fun, we got to just settle down here again, and the Otters will be faced with a 1st and 20 instead. Or maybe not quite that. The flag was at the 35, and the football will go back to the 25. So from the spot of the fall, 10-yard penalty here against the Otters. So Holmes was on his way, but holding call. And it'll be 1st down and 10 here for the Otters. So from the spot of the fall at the 35, handoff Caleb Froning, left side, brought down at the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of a yard or so on the play. And this is where picked up about 3 or 4 on the play. This is where Caleb Froning is so effective, and I don't believe in jinxes or anything like that, but he has not fumbled yet this year. And if the guys up front could continue to make holes for him and keep the ball on the ground, keep this Princeton defense on the field and take some time off the clock, Otters should be in good shape. 1:10 to play in the football game. Pee Wee, snap from center. And he draws off. Let's see if it's against Princeton or not, or it's against the Otters. We shall see. And is against, let's see where the line of scrimmage was. And the officials are talking. There's movement kind of on both sides. Sometimes it's reactionary. It's going to be against the Otters. Too many penalties tonight for Fergus Falls. So it'll be a marcher back. Let's see where the ball is going to be spotted at. About the 23 or 24. So second down and 11. They'll replay the down. See if the Otters put it in the air here. I'm looking for Mason Olin on a quick slant here, or Isaiah Holmes. That pass to Olin has been very effective over the middle. Snap from center. Bethel on the option. Gives it out to Caleb Froning. Gets rid of a tackler, but he's brought down. And a fumble, and I just talked about that, but let's see who's on the football. It's going to be football for the Tigers. Oh, my. Froning picked up about 8 yards, or 7. I'll give him 7 on the play. And then a fumble and a turnover for the Otters. And Princeton will get the ball back here with 54 seconds to play in the half. They'll take over 1st and 10 on the Otter 28-yard line. So Princeton had the ball on the Otter 32. The Otters stopped him on downs. And then on the Otter 28, now Princeton takes over once again here. Otter defense needs to come up big. The Otter offense have put 4 across the end zone. A little crossbuck action. And good hard run there by the Tigers. I think it's number 18, Hoppy, with some hard yardage there. Gains about 4 on the play. He has 7 carries, 22 yards. Colton Johnson, 13 carries, 116 yards. So Princeton, a 2-yard touchdown run from Colton Johnson and a 2-yard touchdown run from, there's a carry right side. It was number 12, Christopher scored one of the touchdowns. And there's a 2-yard carry there by, gained about a yard that time, by Colton Johnson. That is the end of the third quarter. We'll take a break. The Otters lead it here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Park Region service beyond the connection. Otters lead it 28-14.
Where to eat, the ultimate culinary adventure, from signature dishes to chef recommendations.
As your food review professionals, you can find us at KBRFradio.com, the Fergus Now app, and on YouTube.
Tune in every first Friday of the month for new episodes.
Check us out, and we'll show you where to eat.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance? Trust Alicia Helgeson at FM Bank in Fergus Falls. With expert guidance and local know-how, she makes the mortgage process smooth and stress-free. Call Alicia or apply online at mybankfm.com today. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
I'll cook along through the postgame. So, hey, we're back here. Derek Sidian, our game side engineer, doing a great job here. Running the camera up top on the press box up there with the Fergus Falls coaches. Princeton coaches are over on the home side. But Princeton with the football now. And a 3rd and 5 on the Otter 25-yard line. So the Tigers have an opportunity here. They trail 28-14 here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Again, Running Stitches is your local choice for embroidery and screen printing in Fergus Falls. Running Stitches Embroidery. Thanks for tuning in tonight on KJ Country and also on the Fergus Now app. And also on the KBRF Sports YouTube channel. Here we go. Full house backfield. Wishbone. 3 yards in a cloud of dust here for Princeton. Pitch back. Cohen Hoppy, left side. And a flag thrown. Wow, a lot of penalties in this game. Seems like there's a holding on every other play of the game. It was like that against Zimmerman last week, too. It was just a weird game. But so Hoppy, the ball carrier, but there's a hold on the play. Princeton penalized. They'll mark it back 10 yards. And the ball will go back to the 30-yard line. So it will be third down and about 12 to go here. Big play here. See if the Tigers go to the air. They like that fade to the far end zone. The ball spotted on the short side of the field as far as the closest to the Princeton sideline. Wishbone, double tight end, under center goes Drew Juleson, the quarterback. Play action. Pass, escapes, left side, flushed out towards the left side, and he's tackled along the far sideline. It's a good play that time by Trenton Juilliard. He's been on a lot of stops tonight. Brings up fourth down. The original line of scrimmage was the 30, and Juleson will carry it forward here. We'll get the yardage here in just a second. I can't see it from the sidelines. I'll check out our video here. Fourth down here for the Otters. A 5-yard pickup that time for the quarterback, Juleson. So 4th and 7 here for the Tigers, and the Otters need another fourth down stop here. Otter faithful getting into it here. 2 wideouts to the near side. 4th and 7, back to pass, Juleson. Rolling to his right, and he's going to be sacked and brought down. Jackson Conklin. And a nice play there. Good pursuit by the defensive line. There's no flags on the play. And the Tigers give it up on downs, and the Otters bring their offense on the field here with 10:54 to play in the fourth quarter. And the Otters now go up. They stay up here 28-14 with that big stop. And here comes the Otter offense. Look for number 2 to carry the ball a lot here. Back to pass, though, Eston Bethel. He's going to go up top, looking downfield for Holmes. No! No flag. He had the ball up in his arms and hands, and no call there. Trying to get the football, but it was a good defensive play. I guess no call and an incomplete pass. And it'll be 2nd down and 10. One thing I like about Chris Grabowski's play calling, he's not afraid when they're ahead to put that ball up. Did it last week against Zimmerman in key spots. So 2nd down and 10. Pee Wee from the shotgun. Near side is Micah Johnson and Holmes. Trips to the far side. Pass. Caught. Caleb Froning. And a big pickup there for the Otters. And a first down. From the 25-yard line out to the 40, a gain of 15 that time. That's Caleb's first reception. Like I said, Grabowski's not afraid to put that ball up. And not content with 2-score lead here. 10-25 and counting here. Nice catch by Caleb. He lined up in the kind of the slot, between the slot and the wideouts. Parker Tilke to the far side, Isaiah Froning over there. Near side is Micah Johnson. Here's Pee Wee Bethel. Paul Acrillo with the snap on the way. Oh, fumble in the backfield. Pee Wee picks it up, broken play to the right side. He'll carry it for positive yardage, a gain of about 6. The snap was dropped, and then Eston carried it right side and carried it forward. Probably a gain of about 4, pardon me on that. So Eston had a 24-yard run for a first down on one of the scoring drives for the Otters. He now has 4 carries and 28 yards. Let's see. In the backfield now is Freddie Talaga. Pitch out Talaga, left side. Talaga running hard. Gets rid of a couple guys, puts his head down, keeps his feet moving. He's strong, and he'll carry it forward. A big gain there over midfield and a gain of about 12 yards for Talaga. That was a great play. And a first down for the Otters. Keeps the clock moving. 9:35 and counting. The ball goes to the Princeton 45-yard line. Good hard run that time by Freddie. He stays in. He's to the right now. Hand off again. Talaga up the gut. Pick up about 3 on the play. So given good yardage by Talaga there and giving Caleb Froning, who plays on both sides of the football, a little break here. And again, I won't say anything about fumbles or hanging on to the football. I don't believe in jinxes. I got a text from Scott DeBrito, great running back for the Otters. He said, how about now? Last week I said something about a snap, and it went over the head of our punter, but it's all good. Play action over the middle. Caught Parker Tilkey. First down yardage from the 45 down to the 34. Good pickup there of about 11 yards. Good play by Tilkey on the slant. Slants have been very effective, and also Pee Wee's done a good job finding Oland over the middle, through right to the heart of the defense. Scored a touchdown like that last week. And a little different here for Pee Wee without physical game clocks on the field, because he's very good about taking that clock right down under 5. Fake. Pass, near side. Isaiah Holmes. Faked the dive. And then Holmes winged it out to Isaiah Holmes. Completed pass. And he'll gain about 3 on the play, maybe 4 on the play. So second down and about 6 to go here for the Otters. Clock down to 8 minutes. Why is the clock stopped right now? Oh, he did get out of bounds. Okay, yep, I didn't see that. So Holmes was out of bounds. Stops the clock right at 8 minutes. Parker Tilkey to the far side. He's had a big night. And Oland, handoff. Caleb Froning, he might go! Caleb Froning from 34 yards out, in for the touchdown. 34-yard touchdown run by Caleb Froning, right up the middle, running behind the moving company. Froning takes it in for the score. 34-yard TD run, and a big one here for the Otters. They go up now by a score of 34-14. Good job up front there. Jackson Conklin, Reed Ellert, Max Brunn. I don't want to miss anybody. Paulo Krillo, all those guys. Horgan on for the extra point. Nolan Field, and snaps down. Kick is up. And it's good. The Otters lead it 35-14 on the Park Region telephone score. We'll come back for the kickoff after this break.
Chevy Truck Month is back at Minnesota Motor Company in Fergus Falls. To celebrate, customers can take advantage of finance offers like 2.9% APR, price reductions, trade assistance, customer cash, and more. Contact the sales team for information and visit the Minnesota Motor Company website to view their impressive inventory. Together, let's drive. Minnesota Motor. South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
For over 50 years, Ottertail Coaches has safely carried kids to school, to games, and back home again. Trusted by generations, they're proud to serve Fergus Falls and the surrounding area. Ottertail Coaches, safety, service, and dependability.
Go here. The Otters now on the kickoff. And Derek, if you're listening, if you want to come down here, that'd be great. I just want to make sure we're good to go. He's up top. Josh Horgan to kick it off. 34-yard run by Froning. Received by Hoppy. And he'll carry it out to about the 33 or so. So 97 yards now for Caleb Froning. He's got 2 touchdowns. This came back black, so I hit cut then again. You know what I mean? It came back black. So. All right, we're back to the action here. And on the kickoff here, now Princeton takes over 1st and 10 on their own 32-yard line. Otters lead at 35-14, and we have 7:42 to play. Dual wideouts to the far side. One set back by Juleson, the quarterback, from the shotgun. Snap from center. Quarterback keeper. And Juleson is brought down by Mason Oland. Maybe picked up a yard on the play. Otter defense has really come to play in this second half here. Been pretty stingy offensively in the second half. Yeah, no gain on the play that time. Brings up 2nd down and 10. Hey, don't forget to tune in to Craig Olson tomorrow morning on the Coaches Show. Right from the Late Media Studios. Fergus Falls and area coaches on AM 1250 KBRF. It starts at 8 a.m. Also, go to the Fergus Now app, find it there, or go to YouTube, search KBRF Radio Sports. And full house backfield in the wishbone, 2nd and 10. Handoff. And this time it's number 27, Felser. His first carry of the game. Again, little or no gain on the play. Fessler on the carry. And so the Tigers now 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10 here for the Princeton Tigers. Crossbuck, handoff. New ball carrier, it's number 15. Hunter Straw with a big pickup. Wow. Original line of scrimmage was the 32-yard line. Carries it over midfield. Down to the 38. 18 and another 12. And that's a 30-yard pickup. A 30-yard pickup there for Hunter Straw. Again, some substitutions here for the Tigers. They'll probably just run this out here. Handoff left side. And good yardage that time for number 27, Fetzler. His second carry. Ball was started at the 37. He'll carry it out about 9 yards. Down, so a 9-yard pickup, or 8 yards, 2nd and 2. Here for Princeton. Otters lead it 35-14 here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Wishbone once again, double tight end. Juleson under center. Little misdirection counter to the left side. That's Cohen Hoppy. And I think he stopped short of the first down. No gain on the play. Maybe a loss of a yard on that one. We'll bring up 3rd down and about 2. 3rd and 3. The ball is on the 29-yard line of the Otters. Otters led it 28-14 at the half and then scored on a 34-yard touchdown run by Caleb Froning. Inside handoff up the gut. Oh my. In for the touchdown is number 23. A 30-yard touchdown run for Nolan Cracker. Crocker from 30 yards. And that makes the score 35-20. So again, a 30-yard touchdown run for number 23, Crocker, and here comes the extra point. Valadizo snaps down, kick is up, and it's through the uprights. 35-21, Otters with the lead. We'll come back with the kickoff here with 4:19 to play. You're listening to Otter Football on KJ Country 96.5 FM, streamed on the Fergus Now app and on the KBRF Sports YouTube channel.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
What that was on. Hey, we're back here. The Otters give up a late touchdown here. It's 35-21 as number 23, Crocker, goes in from 30 yards out. And, so that makes the score after the extra point 35-21. Again, Otters with the lead here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Looking to finish this one out here, but a lot of fight yet in this Princeton Tiger team. Holmes to receive. He's going to stand at his own 25-yard line. Tigers to kick it off. Onside kick. And let's see who gets on it. Who's on the football? There's a scramble there. A little wrestling for the football. I think the Otters did get on it. And so the officials are trying to dig people up. It is Princeton's football. How about that? Oh, my, an onside kick. Princeton on an onside kick gets the football back, and they'll start right at midfield. A lot of times there's a lot of excitement around an onside. There wasn't a whole lot there, just a lot of fighting for the football. But the Tigers take over here now, trailing 35-21 with 4:14 to go. Full house backfield. Juleson under center. Misdirection. Handoff. Parker Tilke knocks the helmet off one of the players. They got to stop the play there. It was at about the line of scrimmage. Helmet popped off. So, call a dead ball. You don't see that happen very often. So they do say a gain of a yard on the play that time by Johnston. With that equipment coming off here, he'll have to come out for one play. And coming in from the sidelines, number 12, Joshua Christopher. Juleson, the quarterback, gets a play from the sidelines. We have 3:58 to play. Clock is moving. Full house backfield. Otters lead it by a score of 35-21. Inside handoff. Some good running there by Crocker. He'll pick up a first down and about 11 yards on the play. He had the 30-yard touchdown run on the last score here for Princeton. But the clock is moving here. 3:40 to play in the football game. We'll see when Princeton digs into their timeout bag. But they're moving the football here in the fourth quarter. Pitch. Cohen Hoppy, left side. Strung out along the sidelines. And a good play there along the far side. Caleb Froning getting up over there. Little gingerly, we have an injured Tiger. So Hoppy, the ball carrier, picks up about 3 on the play. There's an injured Tiger down on the field. And we're going to take a injury timeout. Injury timeout brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
Here we're back here in Princeton. The Otters lead it 35-21. And we have 3:16 to play in the football game. It was 21-14 at the half. Fergus Falls scored on a 70-yard pass. Pee Wee Bethel to Isaiah Holmes. And then the Otters score on a 34-yard run after a fumble recovery, and it's a score for Froning from 34 yards out. And then Princeton comes back, and they go 68 yards, and they score on a 30-yard TD run by number 23, Nolan Crocker. And the injured Tiger is back up off the field, getting some help getting off to the sidelines. And the Otters now, the defense comes back on the field. This guy's done a great job. Nolan Field, Jackson Conklin, and Max Brunn, especially, just in this running offense. Those are our 3-down linemen, and linebackers have played big on the edges too. It's been a good game here, but Princeton, quick hitter. Up the middle, Crocker once again. Boy, he just stays low to the ground, runs hard, and he'll pick up a Tiger first down. And he's had some good runs here, gain of about 10 or so on that play. Brings up 1st and 10. The ball goes down to the Otter 26. Wishbone once again. Juleson under center. Pitch back, Johnson near side. And Tilke throws his man out of the way, and then good defensive plays on the edges for the offense there. That was Colton Johnson on the carry. And in on the stop, Drew Butler and Caleb Froning. Gain of about 4 on the play that time. 2nd down and 6. Quarterback keeper, roll out, left side, Juleson trying to find a man. And it's caught. Completed to number 19, Riley Yatzer. And that's a first down. 10-yard pickup. And the Tigers continue here, 2:11 to play. And the football spotted at the 14. Otter defense on their heels here. 1st and 10 for the Tigers on the Otter 14. And a handoff middle. That must have been Crocker once again. And no gain on the play back to the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down and 10. Full house backfield once again. See if Crocker gets it again. Cross misdirection. It's going to go to Christopher. He's brought down by Riley Wasdorp. He gains about 3 or so on the play. So 3rd down and about 7. Got to stand up here a little bit. 3rd and 7 here for the Tigers. The ball is on the Otter 14. They run left side and carry down to about the 10, inside the 10 maybe. Timeout taken by Princeton. See who the ball carrier, I think that was Christopher again. So timeout on the field taken here by the Princeton Tigers. Will come back with the finish here. Otters lead it 35-21.
At American Federal Bank, they're proud sponsors of local high school athletics. From Friday night lights to buzzer-beating shots, these students inspire us all. Just like them, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community, one play at a time. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The ball's on the 9, isn't it? Looks like, yeah. Mark Johnson back with you. The Tigers have the ball 4th and 6 at the 9-yard line. Defensive coordinator Shane Tilke out on the field with his boys. Going to talk things over. So it's a 4th down situation here. And if the Otters can make a stop here, this one is all but over. So 4th and 6. The ball is at the Otter 9-yard line, just inside the 10. Here comes the Tiger offense, Otter defense back out on the field. A big 4th down play here for the Otter defense. On the other side of the football for the Tigers. Full house backfield. Juleson under center. Misdirection. There the Otters are in the backfield. Caleb Froning with a big hit. Wow, Froning on fourth down with penetration. Makes a big stop. And the Otters take over. 1st and 10. And that should just about do it here. So on downs, the Otters get it back. And we do have 1:05 to play. The Otters take over on their own 9-yard line. And when I see Steve Olson and Ike Carlson coming down the ladder of the press box, I feel pretty good about an Otter victory. Careful, careful, fellas. All right, here we go. There's Isaac Carl coming down. He's got thumbs up. Otters knee it. And that will do it. The Otters are going to win it here on the road and go to 5-0 on the season, making some noise here in 8-4A. Win it 35-21. That's your score on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. We'll come back with our post-game show. We begin it after this break.
Lake Region Healthcare is proud to be trusted and recommended by parents and coaches, athletes, and families. Keeping healthcare close to home for local athletes and all their fans. Find us online at lrhc.org.
What's your number?
I drove 113 miles.
And I drove 124 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
At American Federal Bank, they're proud sponsors of local high school athletics. From Friday night lights to buzzer-beating shots, these students inspire us all. Just like them, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community, one play at a time. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls and Breckenridge. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Chevy Truck Month is back at Minnesota Motor Company in Fergus Falls. To celebrate, customers can take advantage of finance offers like 2.9% APR, price reductions, trade assistance, customer cash, and more. Contact the sales team for information and visit the Minnesota Motor Company website to view their impressive inventory. Together, let's drive.
Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
Serve your family and friends the best. Certified Angus beef from the meat department at Service Food. Special cuts and orders always welcome. Service Food, West Lincoln Avenue, Fergus Falls.
Service Food. Serving you best.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
Hey, Mark Johnson back with you. It's now time for our post-game show. And let's look at the scoring first of all in this one. How the game began, the Otters kicked off and Princeton goes 69 yards. And it's a 2-yard touchdown run by Colton Johnson. The extra point was good. And then a good kickoff return by Isaiah Holmes sets up a 49-yard drive. And it's capped off by a 14-yard TD pass from Pee Wee Bethel to Parker Tilke. The Horgan extra point was good. It made it 7-7. And then a big block punt by Avius Fullilove. And the Otters get the ball at the Tiger 12-yard line. And on the very next play from scrimmage, Number 2, that is Caleb Frani. He goes in from 12 yards out. And the extra point by Horgan's good and made the score 14-7. Princeton, they answer. They tie it up 14-14 on a 2-yard touchdown run. And that was scored by number 12, Joshua Christopher. The extra point was good. And the Otters stopped the Tigers on downs. And then it was a punt, actually, by Princeton. Otters are stopped on down. Princeton gets it back deep in their own end. They punt it to Isaiah Holmes, and he kind of lets it bounce once or twice, and it bounces in his arms, and he says, why not? And he takes off, and he goes 40 yards for the touchdown. So a 40-yard punt return. The extra point by Horgan is good. That made the score 21-14. And then the Otters get the ball in the kickoff, and first play from scrimmage, a 70-yard touchdown pass. Pee Wee Bethel to number 3, Isaiah Holmes. They connect on that 70-yard bomb. Isaiah Holmes just wins the foot race. The extra point by Horgan is good. It's 28-14. The Otters score again. This time it's in the fourth quarter, and they score on a 34-yard run by number 2, Caleb Froning. And he had touchdown runs of 12 yards and 34 yards. He has 97 yards total. And then there was 35-14. And then the Tigers, they keep fighting. They go 68 yards, and they score on a 38-yard run. And it was number 23, Nolan Crocker, with the run. The extra point was good, and that's how things finished out here tonight. The Otters stopped the Tigers on a big fourth down late in the game. We'll take another break and come back with some stats on this one. Again, the Otters win it by a score of 35-21. We'll come back with more.
At American Federal Bank, they're proud sponsors of local high school athletics. From Friday night lights to buzzer-beating shots, these students inspire us all. Just like them, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community, one play at a time. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
For over 50 years, Otter Tail Coaches has safely carried kids to school, to games, and back home again. Trusted by generations, they're proud to serve Fergus Falls and the surrounding area. Otter Tail Coaches, safety, service, and dependability.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Ugstead Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Ugstead Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
Between muddy roads and dusty drives, your car takes a beating. Keep it shining with an unlimited car wash membership at Splash Express. Upgrade to the Platinum for a rust inhibitor, hot wax, and ceramic coating in one bundle. Stop by Splash Express next to Premier Meats in Fergus Falls.
What's your number?
I drove 60 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota. I drove 45 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Lake Region Healthcare is proud to be trusted and recommended by parents and coaches, athletes, and families. Keeping healthcare close to home for local athletes and all their fans. Find us online at lrhc.org.
Where to eat, the ultimate culinary adventure, from signature dishes to chef recommendations.
As your food review professionals, you can find us at KBRFradio.com, the Fergus Now app, and on YouTube.
Tune in every first Friday of the month for new episodes.
Check us out, and we'll show you
where to eat.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls and Breckenridge. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Mark Johnson back with you as our post-game show continues. Let's look at stats in this game. We'll start with the rushing for the Otters. Caleb Froning carried the ball 9 times for 97 yards. He had a touchdown run of 12 yards and a run of 34 yards. Isaiah Holmes, 1 carry and 20 yards. And Freddie Talaga had 5 carries and 24 yards. And Eston Pee Wee Bethel, 4 carries and 28 yards. Passing tonight, Otters only threw it 14 times, but it was very effective. And Eston Bethel, 8 for 14. He had that 70-yard touchdown pass to Holmes, and the 14-yard touchdown pass. Pee Wee just continues to do good things. Our receivers do good things to Parker Tilke. Tilke finishes with 3 catches for 56 yards, including in that 14-yard touchdown pass. 3 catches and 75 yards for Isaiah Holmes. And I might note Holmes also had that 40-yard punt return. 1 catch for Micah Johnson for 5 yards and 1 catch for Caleb Froning for 15 yards. The Otters carried the ball 19 times for 169 yards. They throw it 8 for 14 for 148, so they have 317 yards of total offense. The Otters were penalized big time tonight, 10 penalties for 100 yards. For the Princeton Tigers, their leading ball carrier, number 2, Colton Johnson, 16 carries, 123 yards. He had a 2-yard touchdown run. Number 18, Cohen Hoppy, 9 carries and 24 yards. Quarterback Drew Jolson, 8 carries and 19 yards. And then Crocker, the running back, 10 carries, 61 yards. He did have that 30-yard touchdown run. And then number 12, Joshua Christopher, he had 6 carries for 18 yards. He had a 2-yard touchdown run and 1 carry and 8 yards for number 27, and that was Sam Fessler. And then we had 1 carry for number 15, and that was Hunter Straw, and that was a 30-yard pickup. So I have to add that on, Craig, if you're listening, to the rushing yards. So the rushing yards were 52 carries for 283 yards and 29 yards passing, and so 312 yards of total offense for the Tigers. Quarterback Drew Jolson, 4 for 8 for 29 yards, and again, that's the way things went tonight. The Otters with 317 yards of total offense and 312 yards of total offense for the Princeton Tigers. We'll take a break and come back and name our Quality Toyota Quality Player of the Game.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
At American Federal Bank, they're proud sponsors of local high school athletics. From Friday night lights to buzzer-beating shots, these students inspire us all. Just like them, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community, one play at a time. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
For over 50 years, Ottertail Coaches has safely carried kids to school, to games, and back home again. Trusted by generations, they're proud to serve Fergus Falls and the surrounding area. Ottertail Coaches, safety, service, and dependability. Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles 6 times for a great deal at Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Mark Johnson back with you. It's now time to name our Quality Toyota Quality Player of the Game, brought to you by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. For screen printing on embroidery and custom apparel, the best in personal service around. Contact Lake Country Graphics at 1223 North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls, or call them at 998-4027. And so, man, we've talked about them, but we haven't given a T-shirt out to anyone on the line of scrimmage so far this year. We've had some big plays all around, but tonight it's going to go to big number 63, Nolan Field. Just a defensive play in big stretches and other places of the game. So Nolan Field, our Quality Toyota Quality Player of the Game. The Otters will be on the road. Be at Ricori next Friday night, October 3rd. Take on the Spartans. And the Otters now 5-0 on the season. Tune in to Craig tomorrow morning on the Coaches Show on AM 1250 KBRF, and also streamed on the Fergus Now app and also on YouTube on KBRF Sports. That'll do it for me, Mark Johnson. Otters win at 35-21 thanks to Derek Sidian. Good night, everybody.
It's now time for a special KBRF Radio Sports video presentation. Today's game is proudly brought to you by Nelson Auto Center, your Nelson starting lineup. Quality Toyota player of the game. Park Region telephone in your Park scoreboard. Lake Region Healthcare in your Lake Region Healthcare timeout. Minnesota Motor Company in your Minnesota Motor Company halftime show. Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy Incorporated. Fergus Falls Monument. Otter Tail Coaches. American Federal Bank of Fergus Falls. Running Stitches Embroidery. Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's. FM Bank. The Viking Cafe. Service Food. Ugstead Plumbing and Heating. Splash Express. And by the American Legion Post number 30. Thank you for joining us for the special KBRF Radio Sports Video presentation. You can find this